Quest's commitment to excellence can be demonstrated through the lifelong services that we provide and the wide array of services that we provide. I think of a couple that we served, Karen and Kenny Anderson, who lived with us for years and years. They are two individuals who both had some physical challenges, were both seated in wheelchairs. Kenny lived in our group home, and he also attended our training center to work and to make money. Karen lived in one of our group homes as well and got a job working at the movie theater. These two people met and started dating and had a relationship. A couple years into the relationship, Kenny told the manager of his group home that he wanted to get married. And the manager sat down and talked to him about what that would look like. And Kenny said he needed a ring, and they helped him look and find one that he could purchase. And so he did, purchased an engagement ring. The staff members assisted with him getting a date planned, a proposal date. And both the staff members and Kenny were in suits. And they just devised a plan where Kenny would kind of give a signal over to a staff member who was in a suit. And that gentleman would have the ring in his pocket. And that gentleman, the staff member, got down on his knee and showed the ring. And Kenny asked Karen, would you marry me? Karen said yes. And then we have an engaged couple. And then what happens? We worked with them through planning a wedding, and they did have a wedding and had, bridesmaids and groomsmen and florist and DJ and all of that stuff. We worked with them planning a honeymoon, which they went on and enjoyed. But then the bigger challenge came of, what are we going to do with two individuals who are in two separate group homes that are now married? And we worked to move them into one of Quest's apartments with supports, with staff who would come in and provide the assistance that they needed. They paid bills and had their own life. They were, lived in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and Quest provided assistance through that. Unfortunately, as they aged, Kenny ended up with some health concerns and required 24-hour nursing care. Similarly to anybody whose spouse ends up in a nursing home, Kenny was requiring a level of care that needed to have nurses on site. And Karen and Kenny made the decision that he would like to go to Laurel Hill Cluster and live with Quest's ICF as opposed to going into a nursing home, because they felt like Quest was home. We assisted with that and got him moved over from an apartment into the medical facility there. Karen went to work at the movie theater, and then instead of going home to their apartment in the evenings, she came to the cluster to have dinner with Kenny most nights. So Quest worked with this couple through their life, through all of their needs, to meet them where they were, took their goals and their wants and their desires seriously, helped people get married, helped people get an apartment, helped people get jobs, helped people pay bills, and live a full life. Quest is not here to keep individuals alive. We are here to have our individuals have a full life, because that is Quest excellence.